Hi, how's everybody doing? What a great day today, isn't it? Raising awareness, I love it. Okay, so I'm Conrad. This is my son Hunter. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a story about, how we got to diagnosis, stuff like that. And yeah, any questions, fire away. So, like I said, I'm Conrad. This is my son Hunter. I may cry because obviously it's quite personal. So if I cry, no Facebook in it. You can if you want, it's okay. Okay, so my family's small, it's just me, my son and my wife, Stacey. We live in Bridgend. And yeah, so when we had our son, I thought, great, little boy, Hunter, thought, oh, come on in, all join in, all have a cuddle. I'm Conrad. Hiya. You okay? That's all right. Sorry. Not my fault. They're late, okay? I'm joking. Okay, so autism. We're all here because someone in our family or someone we know autism. So what I always like to ask is, what does autism mean to you? So anybody want to shout out? What does autism mean to you, Julie? Connor. Yeah. How about you guys? Okay. What's that? Sleepless nights. Oh, God. Challenges, yeah. Sleep deprivation. Yes. And it affects everyone so different as well, So, but this is our little journey and how we overcome objections and craziness and how we get to where we want to be, really. So what does autism mean to me? Well, it means Hunter, my son. So it all started in a little nursery in Nantymoel in Ogmore Vale in Bridgend. When wherever we went to pick up our 3-year-old, every time he's been naughty, and you don't want to hear that as a parent with your little boy, do you? You don't want to hear, oh, this, that. So then this lady kept noticing something a bit different. Lisa Dodd, her name is. I'll always remember her. She said, well, we need to have a chat, because Hunter would always play with water. He would play with water till he was soaking wet, and just keep on playing repetitiveness. So she said, look, you need to start thinking about this. And he was only 3 years old. So the road to diagnosis was quite hard for me. Really, if it wasn't for my wife being the rock, I would have been in bits, because I kept asking myself, why, what is it, what's going on, what, and when somebody keeps saying to you, you got to think of this, you got to think of that, it hits you, doesn't it? I don't know if you've had experiences. It just makes you feel vulnerable, and you don't want to see your child see you feeling vulnerable, So he went to speech and language therapy, and that's when they referred him to a panel. So speech and language therapy was really good for him, really got him to really express himself. And they went to panel, and then 9 months later, 3 days before his 3rd birthday, we had the diagnosis. So we were just like, wow, he's turning 3, and now we've got a child with autism. So it kind of hit us, and I think, right, well, we need to change our ways. We need to start putting routines in, things like that. And then when it really started getting amazing for him was Flying Start. So have you guys heard of Flying Start? Flying Start, I tell you what, my heart goes to them. They're absolutely fantastic. If you don't know, Flying Start's government funded. So if any of you've got young children who need that focus, that scope, contact. You could get a health visitor referral. It's the best, honest to God. Flying Start was amazing. So then we were thinking, my God, he's got to go to school now. Oh my God, what is going on here? So he went to an observation class in Ogmore Vale Primary, and but they were amazing. These ladies, they're just, I'm going to cry now. So these ladies here, though, were absolutely phenomenal with him. Made him become so unique and so, they knew how to push him to get the best out of Hunter. So, I love these guys. I still speak to them now every day. Tweets, Facebook messages, and Hunter goes to After School Club, which is run by Emma Hill. It's amazing, and it's such a lush community, and I think people need to express their communities. Like Bridgend is such a lush community. When you get past all the negativity that people post on Facebook, it's amazing. People really do And if you wear your heart on your sleeve about autism, people will, look at this event that we're doing, and look at all you here, just listen to me talk about Hunter, it's, but these people are amazing. So I started a job in Bridgend. So I'm a web developer, I used to travel the world with CreditSafe, I worked there for ages. And I thought, right, I want to work closer, to be closer to Hunter, if anything happens, if anything changes. So wait, come on in. You've already ever missed much, you just missed about diagnosis. Do you want me to go back? Do you want to roll her back a bit?
What are you talking about, sorry?
Hunter. My God.
Just going to go straight through that. So.
I can do it if you want. Yeah. Okay, I'll go back. Okay, so Hunter was diagnosed at 3, and we're talking about school, and these ladies were amazing, and it's Arkhamwood Vale Primary. Okay, so like, I'm quite a big, passionate, personal, really heart my sleeve type of guy. So when I started work here, so I wanted to be close, I was straight up with my work, and I think that's probably one of the best things to do, is talk about autism and everything, and it's really opened my eyes to the college now, because I'm here today with Western House, so I was able to talk to members of staff about autism, and they helped me, and it was amazing. I would soak that knowledge up like a sponge. And so I work for Bridgend College, Western House. So these are the people I work with really close. And Hunter's such a wild spirit. Whenever he comes in, I let him draw on my big whiteboards and everything. And it's even got to the point now where he loves Lego, and he was building stuff out of Lego. So when Kev went to America, Hunter was fascinated with the Statue of Liberty. So then Kev sent him a photo. This is my boss, this is. So it was really, and it's just being open and honest with everyone, because it opens that door. You never know, there's connections within, you probably work with someone who's got somebody with autism who wants to share knowledge or talk about it. So my circle is, I got loads of friends, but I got a tight circle, and they're full of important people who make a difference to our lives, and I think that's very important as well. Sort of Joey friends there. But yeah, it's friends. They all, if you've got really true friends, they will all step up and help and everything. And the best way to just be open. So out and about as well. So I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but Hunter would just want McDonald's. He would just want KFC. He would just want, and people were just like, oh, this is so boring, And have you ever had to do that where you've got to make a nice little squidge of ketchup, make it look nice on a plate to make it look different and stuff? So we were trying to overcome a lot of obstacles like that, because I like eating out, as you can tell, So, but then these two places, so Jump Jam and Culver Lounge in Bridgend. So Culver Lounge just first opened, and we thought, let's give it a try to have some food. And the staff there was so amazing. Hunter ate a full plate of food, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I started talking to them about it. And they were like, oh, he's autistic, is he? We were talking. And then within literally 6 months, they set up a massive charity called Lounge Aid, and did a massive charity for autism and everything. And now Hunter eats there once a week. And it's amazing for us, because there's no more McDonald's, no more chicken nuggets, and it's amazing. And Jump Jam's the same as well. Jump Jam is a trampoline park. They never did autism days or anything like that. And I was speaking to one of the guys, and it was really crazy, because talking about lots of friends. Well, my wife used to work with a manager, so now he puts on autism specific days in Jump Jam. So if you ever need to take kids there, just contact them, say Conrad sent me, they'll sort you out, and it's amazing. And they don't have to do that, but again, being just open and talking about autism is where I am today. Where there he is, just ready for school, year 3 that was. And that's Jump Jam. So Disney, Hunter's fascinated with Disney, got teddies everywhere. So for his 3rd birthday, we already booked to go to Disneyland, but it was, the first time he went was horrific. He made himself ill, he wouldn't want to go out anywhere, he wouldn't even go to the toilet. It was really, oh sorry, can I just grab a drink? Too much talking. If you've got any questions, do shout out as well. Don't listen to me waffle. But yeah, so Disney's really gave him a new lease of emotions over this film called Inside Out. Has anybody seen Inside Out? So he is absolutely infatuated with it. So we've started using it as asking him about his emotions and how he's feeling and how, is he angry? And so we've got the teddies, we've got the toys, and we say, how was school and things like that, and he would pick them saying he's happy, and it's really good. And it's luscious. I just love it. And now he's also gone mad on Lego. And this is really, it's absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I think I spoiled him a bit too much. And it's everywhere. It's all over the house. But I'm a big kid myself, as you can tell. I've got Transformer tattoos everywhere. So, but what's happened? He's created his own city and his own TV show. So, and it's called The Bobslim. And I was like, wait, what? And I went onto my YouTube channel, and he already edited and uploaded 9 films. And I'm just like, this is amazing. So, and it got reoccurring characters, and he doesn't write anything down. He remembers it all. And it's a massive story, and there's worlds in it. And it's incredible. So, it's all on YouTube if you want to have a look. I don't think he'll play on a PowerPoint, but this is what he does. He's like animating while talking about it. And he's 7, and I know it's today's tech, isn't it? All the kids now are on their phones and everything. So it's really, if you ever go, just search me on YouTube. They're quite funny. But it's not all rosy, There's lots of ups and downs. This is a picture just for Swansea City football, by the way. We organised Swansea City football. I know I shouldn't really say that in here, should I? But Cardiff City didn't want to come up. But they brought a couple of footballers up to play with all the A-line kids in Bridgend, so getting them into clubs and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm a bull in a china shop. Once I get into something, Julie knows, I go crazy for it. Loves his trips to Legolands. But yeah, there's been times where he won't even walk off with the grandmother to a room or something. He gets really anxious, things like that. So it's not all great. And now he's eating everywhere. Look at that. Yeah, we even went for the Pride Parade, and he loved that. This one's I'm finding really tough, because where we live, there's a little park behind us. And I could throw a stone and hit the swings. It's literally probably from here to there, just up a little hill. And he's like, Daddy, I want to go to my park on my own. And I'm like, and now it's roller reversal. I'm sat there like, and I just sit up back for hours, just trying to listen. Do you know what I mean? And it's weird, isn't it, how I'm the one now feeling vulnerable because he wants a bit of independence. But, yeah, it's mad. Did anybody else experience that? Oh, good. And he also went on holiday this year without me for once. It was my wife and her grandmother and their cousins and he had really bad separation through anxiety through it, and wasn't good. But when he came home, Lego sorted it out. Yeah, so I'm doing really good for time here. I'm really done. So if you have got some questions, but at the beginning of the talk, I always ask, what does autism mean to you? So I spoke to about 3 of my close friends, and I said to them, I just want a 30-second to a minute video. What does autism mean to you, and how has it to change your perception of autism? Because I think, I've probably gone at such a 100-mile-an-hour pace. I think, he's in mainstream now. He's, really getting independent. So I'm hoping anything that you can take from here will help, But yeah, so I asked 3 of my closest mates, what does autism mean to you, and how has Hunter changed your perception? So I'll just play these.
To me, autism means being different, but definitely not less. It's about being unique and bringing new and fresh perspective. To me, everybody sees the world with a slightly different lens or from a different angle, and that's exactly the same for a young person, a child or an adult with autism. I think Hunter is unique and he's an engaging character, and I think Stacey and Conrad are the best parents that any child could ever wish for. I think sometimes diagnosis can be a challenge for parents and for family. I think sometimes it's a surprise or a shock or the feeling of the unknown, but I think they're absolutely cracking. I think they've embraced it wholeheartedly. They've jumped both feet in, and I think they are absolutely committed to ensuring that Hunter has the best experiences, that he can access the world around him, and that he can translate messages and things that happen around him to make sure that he's included, he's part of our society, and he's a happy young child. I think they're excellent. I think Hunter is absolutely fantastic, and it's a privilege to know him and to watch him grow.
What do you think? I am going to cry though.
So the first question Conrad asked us was, what does autism mean to us? Working in the leisure industry, we'd say it's people, not just children, but people of all ages, who enjoy life in a different way than others do. Whether that's being overly enthusiastic, or sometimes a bit more reserved. But either way, they tend to get more pleasure out of life when they find the little things which make them happy.
Yeah, Hunter's definitely changed our perception on autism in general. We believed they were quite restricted at first, but watching Hunter come into our workplace and join a tumbling class, we've really seen him grow and learn. And it's just taught us really that autism definitely doesn't define a person. They still have a willingness to learn and make friends and have fun. And I think that's really nice to see.
I think we both agree as well, especially when you've got brilliant parents like Conrad and Stacey, who encourage them and encourage Hunter so much. And again, when you see Hunter, you wouldn't say that child is definitely autistic, and I think it is definitely down to how parents help the child progress, and I think they've done a fantastic job then.
So what does autism mean to me? I suppose to me it means somebody communicates in a different way than the way I suppose we used to people communicating. And how has Hunter changed my perception of autism? He's opened my eyes. He and his lovely family are just a joy to have around. And I can't wait till he's old enough to come and work for me.
So yeah, so this year Hunter started year 3, and there's lots of changes. So he's an after-school club, breakfast club, and there's been ups and downs, you know, as it would be. But he's really smashing it, and I'm so proud. And if anybody could take anything from this lovely 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, I'm always around. You can always reach me on social media. I do this talk everywhere. It's, I don't know if it helps, it might do, I don't know, you know. But, you know, I just love that everybody's here today to raise awareness. Because when I started getting really into autism, I was quite selfish, really, because I just wanted, if somebody saw Hunter's face, they thought, oh, autism, you know. So, yeah. So, any questions? Oh, nice t-shirt.
Do his grandparents have any role in that?
Yeah, his grandparents, yeah. So, sugar. Yeah, so my one grandmother lives by here, just over the road, but he gets, I don't know where it is, I don't know if it's because it's around the house or something, but he gets really quite anxious. My parents live down, do you know the Nap in Barry? It's quite, so he's there in the park, he loves it. So yeah, it took my dad a while to understand what autism was. So we've had arguments about it, you know, and how not to push him too much and things like that. But I think my dad's old, isn't it? So anything else? Or
Do you find, when you tell people when you're out and about that your son's got autism, do you find that they speak to him as if he's a little boy, a baby, or they treat you different? As this is my daughter, and she's 20, and it's like we've had situations like that. To say,
Yeah.
sorry, she's autistic, and then they speak to her then as if they go like all sign, and I'm going, she's not there.
yeah,
She don't have 2 heads, and she's not 2.
yeah. I've never really experienced that. I know my wife has.
Yeah.
I've
But
never
that's
experienced
right,
it.
bless
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I'm quite big and heavily tattooed. Maybe they just like,
No.
oh, okay.
I think his age.
Yeah, that's interesting, Alice. I've never, you know.
Been told to get an orange card, and if she has a problem on a bus or a train, just show this card
okay.
and say that she's got problems.
Really?
Because we've, especially Newport Transport, because I got friends as
Yeah, yeah.
drivers, and I've had to make complaints about the way that she's
No
been
way.
treated. Yeah.
Well, that's neat to see that.
So we just recently, she started,
Yeah. Wow.
just recently she started going on a bus on her own, and she did make it from Newport, I don't know if you Bran.
Yeah, no, yeah, Newcombe Bran, yeah.
She've actually made it from where I live in Newport all the way down to Porthcawl to see her nan who's ill, and all the way back.
Wow.
And
That's amazing.
Yeah, all on her own.
That's incredible.
Her sister lives in Barry. She takes photos now, so if she gets stuck, she'll like
Yeah.
just with me or her sister and say, right, I'm here. But no, she got all the way there and all the way back.
Wow. Oh, well done. That's amazing. Yeah.
Jackal Bay she got to and got back.
God.
Before this is, yeah.
And Treacle Bay's rough. Oh, that's amazing. And see, so today I wouldn't have known that, you know, and so that gives me something to think about. So I think, you know, what they've done today is incredible.
When our boys were diagnosed, I mean, Julie's son is 25 and my son is 28. In 2 weeks. There was nothing like this.
Yeah.
All those years
I know,
ago.
yeah.
Or nothing that we knew of, sort of thing, you know. So to come to somewhere like this today, but we're at the other end of the spectrum from age-wise, with Hunter being so young, where our boys' autism is still there, doesn't go away.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't go away. You just learn to live a bit differently.
Yeah.
You know. So hearing your story is lovely.
That's lush.
Because that's what we're teaching our boys to do. Is to become independent.
That's
and
amazing.
Stuff, you know, because they want that independence. You
Yeah.
know? But everything you've talked about certainly rings bells with us.
Yeah. No, it's
And it's very emotional.
yeah.
Still very emotional.
Yeah. I just, you
no
know,
matter how old they are.
if it just helps, I just want to raise awareness, you know, and
Absolutely.
if you ever go
And
to
I
jump
think we had
jam,
this all
yeah.
years ago, you know.
And honestly, if you ever,
We're on our own.
oh, that's crazy, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
mad.
it is. I think all that was there was the National Autistic Society.
Yeah.
But something like this today, where you've got all these different stalls and people
Yeah.
to talk to and stuff, is, you know, if anybody's got youngsters here, grab them.
Yeah.
Grab all these stalls and all the information you can.
Yeah. And that's the best thing with information as well. Yeah, I was really lucky that.
Being in the know, because you know, our boys are looking for work now and stuff. They've done their education, they've finished college. They both graduated last year, which is a wonderful achievement because they've done it on their own.
That's
But
amazing.
the autism doesn't go away.
Yeah.
You know, so they're like at the moment sort of square pegs trying to fit into round holes. And, you know, in a little bit of limbo. So we've come here not for the younger bit.
Yeah.
For the employment support, because you can get support.
Give me a shout. There's plenty of jobs in the college.
Now it's different.
There's plenty of jobs in the college. So give me a shout.
Hard, you know, and
Shouldn't really say, that's not recording, is it? But yeah, honestly,
emotional
yeah.
moments from your mums and dads, I suppose, you know, emotional wrecks, yeah.
But
But it's
honestly,
good time soon.
give.
We've spoken to the guys at TAD about
Yeah,
that.
we've had a nice little chat to lots of people, which is nice.
But get the CVs over to me. Because the college will always hires, you know.
Yeah.
Bridgend College, I reckon, yeah. Well, I've got my Western House thing, but yeah.
I always say to Chloe, everything's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there is.
I said, there's trains, there's buses.
Yeah.
She knows buses now. I said, everything's possible. But I have found when she hits 17, a lot of the social services, a lot of the help and fundings and family liaisons and all that, they just stop.
Yeah.
And now she's in her 20s, it's hard to get
There's a stall
somebody
out
to
there
help.
for employment that goes up to the age of 25.
Oh yeah, that's the lady
So,
as well.
Connor's 25, my son's 29.
Yeah.
He's only just finished college, so, you know, he's sort of like down to mum again.
Yeah.
Contact people, you know, try and get him a bit of work experience. And that's what I said, you're hunted.
Well, it gives me an insight there.
Absolutely. Take it easy, you know.
Don't.
We're like 20 odd years ahead
Yeah.
now, and hopefully by the time Hunter is that age, things will all be in place.
My plan is to get him building websites. That's what I did. So, and it makes a... But honestly, send me their CVs.
Yeah.
You know, Julie's got me on Facebook.
You need somebody in Parliament fighting their corner.
I'll do it.
I'm really well.
But anything else? Anybody?
How does Hunter get on in mainstream school?
Good. There is times where, like recently, because there's quite a lot of information, and he's really super bright. He is really. I think when he was having his like maths test, he was top, like age like 12-year-old maths, you know, or 7. But then it's the social aspect of it. He wants to play on his own lunch times, even though he's got a lot of friends. And he comes to me and he says, "Oh, Daddy, I got a girlfriend." I'm like, "Flipping hell, this is amazing." A girl called Bailey. I was like, "Wow, this is incredible." But then he's saying most lunch times he's playing on his own, and his top will come back wet. So I've had to get him like a chewer. And then some of the kids are like, "Why have you got that?" You know. So he is finding it. But then he has his little half-hour downtime, and then, you know, he's back to tearing the house up and building Lego everywhere, you know. So, yeah, it changes daily, you know, with school. But yeah, I think if it wasn't for those ladies in the school, though, I don't think, if it wasn't for them, you know, I was very, very blessed that he had those 4 ladies and had the support he did, you know, and, you know, because obviously I've heard stories about kids who don't get support like that. And I guess, you know, if there's anything I could ever do, you know, so I've set up a little charity in Ogmore Vale called Ogmore Spectrum Support. So I rent out a leisure centre every month, and not just for the kids to play, but it's for the parents to talk as well. You know, and I only buy a couple of stuff, you know, and the guys from the gym, because I go there, give it the hall for free, but it gets people talking, and that's the best way to get where you need to be, you know, and like doing this, you know, like you guys telling me about your kids, well, that gives me something to think about when he's older, you know. Yeah, no, never would have heard about you on your bus. That's amazing. Track away though, come on. So it's rough down there. Oh, is it? The actual fun fair bit. Oof, don't like it. But yeah, anything? But is there any questions or? Nice ringtone, love it. It's okay. But yeah, I hope you know, if anything you ever need anybody, you could get me on social media. You know, you always see me on Twitter with my crazy hashtags and everything. Because I'm a web developer, that's what I do. You know, and if anybody needs anything, honestly, I'm upstairs for the rest of the afternoon. Just give me a shout, you know. And if you ever go Jump Jam or Corvo Lounge, say Conrad sent me, and you know, you will have the best experience of your life. Pretty much, yeah. No, you know, James was on the video. He's the manager of Jump Jam. He's wicked, you know, and you know, because Jump Jam were the first place in Bridgend to get fully, you know, there's the government sent out the autism questionnaire. Jump Jam, oh yeah.
Where is Jump Jam?
Down by Starbucks and B&Q.
Down by where?
You know B&Q and Starbucks in Bridgend, there.
Okay.
Yeah, and a huge trampoline park. So you know the size of the hall out there that you just got about that big. Yeah, say Conrad sent me, and they'll sort you out, you know. And they'll turn the music down, they'll do everything, you know, and it's amazing. So yeah, so that's it. Good.